Happy Tuesday. The Seattle Kraken are trying to bounce back from a big loss on Sunday. They're in Pittsburgh tonight. PPG Paints Arena is the location for tonight's NHL game between Seattle and Pittsburgh, which is being broadcast on Kong TV. Well, Hailey Van Lith is on the court again in Big 12 women's basketball today. Hailey's TCU Horned Frogs have risen in the rankings, that is, to 10th nationally as they host the University of Central Florida today. That game's available on ESPN+. NCWLIFE channel will broadcast 6 Wenatchee Bighorns games this spring. Following months of discussions, NCWLIFE will partner with the Bighorns to bring half of their home games this season at W.B. Smith Gym at Wenatchee Valley College to our viewers. Wenatchee begins its third season in the Basketball League, or TBL, March 1st against Willamette Valley. New head coach Matthew Riley was in Wenatchee last month talking about the type of team he's assembling for this season.
We're putting together a team that's high character, putting a team that we always say horns up, horns tough. We want to be tough. We want to come in and have high character. We want to come in and be with community guys that are capable of playing on the court, but as well as just being good guys off the court. We're going to be up and down. Basketball is an entertainment, of course, so we're not going to come down. We have a 24-second shot clock, so we're going to try to come down, make good passes to our teammates, share the ball, and just be exciting. Run, jump, dunk, all of the above. So we want to be exciting and to give the community a good presence as soon as they come out the car. Ms. Sean talks about all the time. As soon as they come out the car, we want to have a good experience on and off the court, as well as the basketball games, the community, things like that too. So we want to be in the community. We want to be in the school systems. Just recently on Saturday, we went to the AAU to see Wenatchee, to each grade and things like that, to see those young men and young girls just go out and compete. We want to be involved with that day-to-day basis. We're here in Wenatchee, so I came all the way from the East Coast to always come over here, so I want to be involved as much as I can, us and the players, the community, and the organizations as well.
Grant Olson will be courtside for the play-by-play as NCWLIFE brings you 3 games in March, 2 in April, another in May. Wenatchee is a member of the 10-team Western Conference of the TBL and will play 12 games at WVC this season. Season tickets are on sale now. Go to WenatcheeBighorns.com to find out more. Well, the Wenatchee Wild are trying to recover from a rough weekend in Western Hockey League play. After falling Friday to Victoria 5-2, Wenatchee was crushed 12-2 by Spokane on Sunday. Austin Draude was on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with Dan Kuntz this morning, saying a big trade by the Chiefs has made them one of the toughest teams in the conference.
Good first line, to say the very least. They've got a first-round draft pick on the front line in Berkeley Catton. He's a Seattle Kraken draft pick, almost made the team this year. Andrew Crystal's a second-round draft pick for the Washington Capitals.
He almost made the
team this year. And then they've got the league leader in goal scoring, and Hailey Van Lith on the other wing. So those guys, they had a big night against us on Saturday, to be sure. But when you're talking about a player like Andrew Crystal, he had 340 points in Kelowna. He's their second leading scorer of all time, if I got the numbers right. And then you put him with Berkeley Catton. They both had over 110 points last year alone, each of them. And Hailey Van Lith is a 20-year-old that I think is turning more heads this year than people realized he was going to. It's a group that's going to carry them a long way, to be sure.
Lethbridge will be in town on Friday as the Hurricanes sit 4th in the very competitive Eastern Conference of the WHL.
There aren't any real outliers in the Eastern Conference right now, and you look at Lethbridge, who's going to be coming in. They're right in the middle of the playoff race right now. They've got 23 wins on the season, and not quite the same record as Spokane on Saturday, but pretty close. So it's a battle out there in the Eastern Conference. Most of the teams in Alberta, you noticed Calgary especially, have really put in for the playoff race, and they're going for it. So Alberta, the Central Division especially, it's going to be a dogfight all the way home.
Wenatchee is 15-20 and in 8th place of the Western Conference standings. At the halfway point of the season, the Wild hold the final playoff spot in the conference at this point. Draude says he hopes a bunch of fans come out Friday to help with a diaper drive at the Town Toyota Center.
This is it. We saw them on the road last year. We made the trip up in November. So this time around, they make the trip down here. So it's our first chance to see them in the Wolves' Den, but coming up on Friday night, we're talking about our diaper toss. Big thanks to People's Bank for helping us put that on. So the annual diaper toss for the NCW Women's League. We'll be collecting diapers and wipes and everything that those food stamps and the supports. They cover food, but when you've got young mothers and young families, they don't cover the diapers, they don't cover the wipes. So they go to places like the NCW Women's League to get those supplies to take care of their youngest ones, and we're proud to partner with them on that. Lethbridge is a solid team. They get stronger. They score more as the game goes along. So this will be one that we really have to battle out a 60-minute victory against a team that we don't see very often.
Following Lethbridge on Friday, the Wild head for a home-and-home series against Tri-City Saturday and Sunday. After a 6:05 start time Saturday, the Wild and AMS will drop the puck at 4 o'clock in the TTC on Sunday. There were 5 prep basketball games held on Monday in the region. Girls play. Liberty Christian beat Cascade Christian 53-38. Moses Lake Christian topped Easton 50-14. The Thorpe boys knocked off Connell 55-50. Cascade Christian got by Nespelem 48-44. Waterville Mansfield beat Garden City Academy 58-31. Girls basketball scheduled today has Wenatchee at Othello. Quincy's hosting Grandview. Prosser is visiting Ephrata. Cashmere hosts Zilla. Omak plays at Chelan. For the Bees, Okanagan visits Tonasket. Brewster hosts Manson. Libertyville plays at Bridgeport. Moses Lake Christian hosts Etiat. Oroville's at Pateros. Soap Lake hosts Wilson Creek, and Waterville Mansfield visits Cascade Christian. The Cascade boys host Lake Roosevelt tonight. Wenatchee's on the road at Othello. Quincy takes on Grandview. Ephrata hosts Prosser. Zilla's at Cashmere. Chelan hosts Omak. The 7:30 games tonight have Okanagan at Tonasket. Brewster's hosting Manson. Libertyville plays at Bridgeport. Soap Lake hosts Wilson Creek. Garden City plays at Cascade Christian. Moses Lake Christian entertains Etiat, and Oroville visits Pateros. Just one wrestling match on the schedule for tonight as Omak is hosting Okanagan. I guess you can call that the battle of the backyard on the mat. That's underway at 6. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Tuesday.